This is Vegeta8259 again, and this is going to be the, not really review, but showing off the paint job on my Master Grade Sinanju. But first, before I got into the main part of the video, I just wanted to show off this kind of cool little display I have with Sinanju fighting Unicorn Gundam. And it's almost kind of a shame to have to take him down to review him, because then I'll have to put him in this awesome pose all over again. But I just thought I'd show this off before I actually started the rest of the video. Alright, and here we have the Sinanju, completely painted and finished. And actually I finished this painting this a couple weeks ago from the time that I'll be posting this video. I just was either too busy or just kept forgetting about it to post a video showing off the paint job, but here it is now. Now, one thing I'm sure a lot of you are going to ask about are the gold parts. And I did not use the foil stickers. Well, I used the foil stickers on the review, but after the review I took those off, and I did not use the water slides decals for the gold either. All the gold on here is painted. And what I did, I was having trouble thinking of what kind of gold I wanted to use, because I wanted a very rich yellowy gold like the one you see here. And oops, you can get, you know, bottled paint that's gold, but this is see a comparison here, not quite the same color. The one on Sinanju is a very yellowish gold, whereas this one is not yellowish very much. It's more of a champagne gold, or more of an 18 karat gold, whereas I was wanting something more along these lines, and I really couldn't find anything in the store that was already in a bottle. I found this, which is brass, and it was pretty close, but still not quite what I wanted. This is Model Master brand. It's made by Testers, same people that made this. So what I did for the gold parts, I spray painted them black, because, you know, they're all have black parts with the gold trim. And then with a fine tip paintbrush, I went over the gold parts with this Model Master brass. Or theoretically, you could use just a regular gold, or you could use Tamiya gold, or really you could use silver if you wanted to, but I went ahead and used gold. And then after that dried, I went over it with Tamiya's clear yellow, or you could use GSI Creo's clear yellow. Any kind of clear yellow paint will do, I assume. And it just took one coat of the clear yellow, and it gave me this very, very rich yellowy gold, and I absolutely love it. And that's how I did the gold parts, because I'm sure that'll be the question on most people's mind when they click on this video. For the rest of the kit, the black parts I just did regular flat black. The few white parts just on the backpack and the thrusters there, I just did flat white. Nothing special there. I did most of the inner frame a metallic gray color, so you can see here on the hands and the little belt cable things. Although you can see one disadvantage of painting the frame is that, like here on the elbow, most of it's painted, but you can see the moving parts on the elbow where it bends. The paint has started to scrape off a little bit, so that just comes with the territory. That's going to happen whenever you paint moving parts. Now for all the red on Sinanju, I used a blocky kind of a pattern, the same thing I did on my Unicorn Gundam, except I sprayed the whole thing in a dark red. Let's see, you can see it on the front skirts here pretty well. I sprayed the whole thing in a dark red, then just put pretty much random pieces of masking tape, like put a piece of masking tape here, 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 all over the kit. Not on all the parts, but on probably about half of them. And then I sprayed over the parts again with that masking tape still on it in a brighter red. And after it all dries and you remove the masking tape, you get this nice blocky pattern. You can see here. And it's kind of hard to see because it's very subtle, but it's actually the perfect amount of subtlety that I wanted. The pattern that I used on my unicorn Gundam, which was white and gray, was a little bit too much contrast, but I think I really nailed it on Sinanju as far as what I was going for. Let's see, what else? The shield also I painted. Did the same black pattern just on the red parts. I didn't do the pattern on the black or any of the metallic gray or silver parts. A few parts of Sinanju I painted differently than what the box art showed. For example, the box art showed his little beam axe weapons as being just completely solid gray. And what I did was just, I painted the handles red, added a little bit of silver in there. And let's see, here's one with the beam sword blade attached. And you can attach the beam axe blade and all that fancy stuff. Yeah, you've already seen all this from the review. If you've seen the review. If you haven't, you should go watch it. The beam rifle, I pretty much used two different shades of metallic gray. Actually, just one. I did metallic gray for most of the beam rifle, and then a few parts like the scope here and this part on the bottom I did in metallic black, and then just used a paintbrush to add a few silver highlights just to make it look nicer. The grenade launcher I did in metallic gray and kind of an army green color, and it still functions pretty well. One thing about painting your model kits is that 9 times out of 10 it's going to make the model kit much stiffer. It's not going to move. It'll still move, but the joints are going to be much stiffer and not quite as easy to bend as they were straight out of the box. So again, that's one of the drawbacks of painting your kits, but I think it's worth it because to me a painted kit looks better than a snap together kit any day of the week. But I ordered a custom decal set from Samuel Decal, and what I did was I used all the decals that came with Sinanju in the box, except for all those little white stripes that went on, his shoulders and the leg thrusters and the backpack and all. I just left those off because to me they just made the kit look really, really busy and they were kind of distracting. So I left those off, but I used the rest of the decals from the kit. And then I have a few that I use from Samuel Decal. This big MS06S Sinanju with the Neo Zeon symbol on his shoulder, and big Neo Zeon logo on each backpack thruster here. I used another big Neo Zeon symbol with Sinanju's serial number name on the back skirt, and I believe that's it. And I mean, the decal set was only like $4, so that's not too bad. And I tried to use it on one of the Samuel decals on the shield, but something about the dull coat that I was using messed up the decal, so I had to take it off and repaint this whole piece. And so I just used the 10S from the model kit. And I guess that's about it. My only real regret with the work I did to this kit is in the hands. I reshaped the hands a little bit to this red part. I kind of cut out and shaped them more like they are in the box art. But that's not where my problem is. My problem is with these newer master grade hands that have like a bazillion joints in them, which if you're just putting your kit together straight out of the box and you're going to leave it like that, they're fine. But if you decide to paint your kit, be very careful with these articulated hands, because painting can sometimes make them very stiff, and when such small joints get stiff, they tend to break very easily. And on top of that, I made the mistake of trying to stiffen up the joints with some glue before I painted them. So then after I painted them, they were very, very stiff, and they did in fact end up breaking. So the fingers are glued onto the hand at the palm, and only the middle joint and the fingers can move. So he looks a little bit awkward when he's holding his beam sword. But then again, that could be solved by buying one of the B Club high detail manipulator handsets. But that is my paint job on Master Grade Sinanju, and I will see you guys later.